dirty guys, my name is Arnimane, and this is a video response to YourGirlFirst video titled Who Ruined Black Ops 2. If you want to see that video, of course, I will have it linked down in the description, and if I'm not lazy, I'll put an annotation on the screen for you guys. And it basically, she breaks down, who ruined Black Ops 2 into three categories: the developer, the player, and of course, the YouTubers. And I sat here and thought about it for quite a bit, and I was just kind of like, everything that she said kind of falls back into one category. Yes, you have it split up into three different categories, three different types of people or players or whatever of this game, but to me it just seems like every point that you made in that video really falls back onto the developer. Hear me out. Now, when you say the players are to blame because of the way that the players play, they run around with sniper rifles, they run around with RPGs, they're knifing only. My quarrel with that is the fact that it's not the player's fault. What's wrong with playing with a sniper rifle, or going knife only, or going pistol only, or whatever it is that pisses you off about all that? It is in the game. The player is doing nothing wrong. It's not like they are breaking some sort of coding within the game to be able to, go around and knife only, or pistol only, or RPG only. Yeah, granted, yes, I feel you. It's really, really frustrating for me sometimes when, there's a guy going around with, a Kimbo Cap 40s and that's all he's using. Okay, yeah, I feel you. I know what you mean. But it's the fact that it's in the game, they're doing nothing wrong. The developers put it there like that. So what I'm saying is, they're not breaking any rules, they're not breaking any law of the game. It was put there by the developers to allow you to do something like that. Now, if these players were breaking the rules of the game, let's say they had a pick 20 system, which allowed them to have all perks, so, 2 of every lethal, 2 of every tactical, they can have 3 attachments on their secondary and blah blah blah, then yes, I would feel you, like the players are breaking the game. When 90% of the players who are playing this game are using some kind of hack or trick or whatever to allow them to double their pick 10 system, then yes, I feel you. They are the ones who are breaking the game. But that's not the case. Running around with a knife only, or sniping people, or quick scoping, or blah blah blah, it's not really breaking the game because the game was made to allow you to do that. Sure, it may have some aspects of it not being balanced, but again, it not being balanced falls back onto the developers, directly onto the developers. Now, moving on to the next part, you talk about YouTubers, giving away tips and tricks, or playing certain ways that are, frustrating, like trapping you in a corner, or, setting up a room to camp in, like, what was his name, the Black Worm, whatever, setting up riot shields and trophy systems and sentry guns and guardians all in one room so you couldn't get them out, you couldn't need them out. But having the ability to sit in a room that has one entrance, maybe 2 entrances that are like side by side, I'm thinking I hijacked here, with a riot shield, or 2 trophy systems, and 2 claymores, and 2 guardians, 2 sentry guns. You're not playing a way that the game wasn't intended for. I mean, it's like, to me, I don't see it as he's breaking the game. If he, like I said, it's the same thing with the player's situation. If there was some kind of penalty for this and he wasn't receiving the penalty, then yeah. Or he has 8 sentry guns and 8 guardians and 14 claymores and 14 bouncing betties and all that other bullshit inside that room, then yeah, okay, then he's playing a very cheap way. He's playing the game a way that the game wasn't intended for. But everything that he's using was placed in the game by the developers. The ability to have, X amount of claymores, X amount of trophy systems, X amount of sentry guns and guardians, and so on and so forth, that all falls back to the developer. Developers should have been like, hey, if you're going to be using guardians, you can't use sentry guns. If you're going to be using, this, you cannot be using that, and blah blah blah. So, like I said, he's not breaking any kind of rule here. Not only that, but like, this game wasn't designed with the intentions of every player has to run around and just spray and pray and kill and blah blah blah. This game was designed to add some sort, maybe not much because it is a Twitch shooter, but add some sort of tactic to this game. If they made this game so you're supposed to just run around spray and pray, don't you think they would just give you a white room with no cover? Like, there are reasons why there are boxes and crates for us to cover and hide behind. I do kind of agree with you when it comes to, you know, the people who troll or go around and trap you in corners and blah blah blah. Yeah, they do kind of ruin the game. It is more or less their fault because, like I said, that game wasn't really, it's not really intended for trolling, I guess, but you gotta remember, like, he bought the game, he can play his game however he likes. And, you know, the simple solution to this problem is to just leave the game. And finally, when it comes to the guys who do tips and tricks videos, I don't understand why people get mad when someone shows, you know, a group of people how to do better at this game. I think that's what we all strive for, is it not? To do better at this game, to get those high kill games and have a great time doing it. Just because they are making the more general population of Call of Duty more educated with, you know, lines of sights, how to sprint faster, or how to recover from sprint faster, how to, you know, lunge further, or whatever. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they're not doing anything wrong. I mean, that's everything that I could probably figured out myself. They're just figuring it out a little bit faster because they're having help from the YouTubers. And to help further my point, if they took the time out of their day to go onto YouTube and type in how to do better at Black Ops 2, to me it means that they want to be better at this game. They actually, they stepped out of that casual gamer category, and they want to become that, you know, really good player of this game. Probably because they really enjoy it. And because they took the time out of their day to look up, you know, how to do better, they are, to me anyways, no longer considered casual. They're, you know, I don't want to say hardcore, but they are interested enough in this game to take the time to learn how to play it better. Whether they looked it up on YouTube or not, they probably would have figured it out themselves. A lot of things in this game I didn't figure out, or any of the Call of Duties I didn't figure out by watching a tip and trick videos. I figured it out myself. Because you know why? Because I took the time of day to become better at this game. All in all, final opinion, let you guys know what I think. It's not the players, it's not the YouTubers. Everything that they do all falls back on to the developers. It is the reason why the players are able and the YouTubers are able to do what they do is because the developers allowed it. They put it in the game, they code it that way, and it all falls back onto developers. That's my point here that I'm trying to make. It's not the players, it's not the YouTubers, it's the developers' fault. Now, two things I want to clarify before I wrap this up. One, I don't think Black Ops 2 is ruined. I enjoyed this game a lot, and I think it's, well, for the most part, it is a well-done game. It's not something that was rushed, you know, the last 6 months. No more for 3. And number 2, it's not an attack on YourGirlFirst or anything. She's a really cool girl, and I'm just making a response to share my opinion because I thought this was a really interesting topic. And of course, I'm always open to another to a video response from you. If not, just, you know, whatever you're gonna say in the comment section below is fine. And of course, you guys subscribers, let me know in the comment section below if you think, you know, if you think Black Ops 2 is ruined, and if it is, what? Developers, players, YouTubers? Let me know down in the comment section below. Click that like button for me if you haven't already. And as always, stay dirty.